Monday's earthquake that struck just after midnight caught many in their sleep.
I felt it twice. The first one like a jerk, and then the other one was a little lighter than that.
It just felt like everything was shaking, a little bit, but that was it, just for a few minutes.
According to the U.S. Geological Survey, there's been a series of earthquakes since the first one struck. Some of them have been felt throughout San Diego and the Yuma region. A geology professor at Arizona Western College says since Yuma is close to Southern California and its fault lines, it falls into a seismic wave zone, which means Yuma can feel the ripple effect from a quake miles away.
So if you were on the phone with somebody who lived in Imperial, California, at the time the earthquake occurred, they would say, wow, shaking's going on. You wouldn't feel anything for about 50 seconds.
No major injuries or damages were reported in the Yuma area. In Yuma, Alexandra Rangel, Arizona's Family.